You know that moment when you check your bank balance and realize, oops, you spent way too much and the payday is still days away? Well, that's kind of what just happened, on a planetary scale. Welcome to Sustainable Sense, where we invest in climate defense. You're in for our hot take on all things money, markets, and the environment. So here's the deal. July 24th, 2025 was Earth Overshoot Day, the day humanity officially blew through nature's annual budget. So what exactly does that mean? We've used up all the resources the Earth can safely regenerate this year, and it's only July. The rest of 2025, we're on the red. But let's not fall into a gloom just yet. We at Sustainable Sense obviously have to see what this means for your money, your choices, and your future, and what we can actually do about it. So let's get into it. Oh, and before we dive in, here's a little trivia to keep in your back pocket. Only one country in the world currently consumes less than its fair share of Earth's biocapacity. It lives within its ecological means, or below carrying capacity, as some would say. Which country is this? A. Bhutan, B. Costa Rica, C. Indonesia, or D. Jamaica? Again, that's A. Bhutan, B. Costa Rica, C. Indonesia, or D. Jamaica. So stick around, we'll be revealing the answer at the end of this episode. Okay, so let's dig into what Earth Overshoot Day really means. Okay, so quick crash course. Earth Overshoot Day is basically the day when Earth's resources are used up beyond regeneration for that year. Imagine the planet has a yearly budget, specifically fresh water, clean air, fertile soil, forest, and fish stock. If we lived sustainably, we'd only use what Earth can replenish in 12 months. But instead, we're burning through it like it's a Black Friday clearance sale. And this year, we hit our limit on July 24th. After that, everything we use from wood, energy, food, land, and even the air we pollute is taken from future generations or ecosystems that are already stretched thin. But as you can probably expect, the date keeps creeping earlier and earlier. In 2000, it was in September. Now, mid-July. That's like running out of money on the 19th of every month, and wallowing in ice cream and pretending everything's fine. Earth Overshoot Day is a wake-up call. Not just about the planet's health, but about how we're running our economy. And clearly, it's not sustainable, despite what angle you look at it. The cracks are already showing, in prices, in weather, and in supply chains. Let's talk about what exactly is driving this. In short, we're using 1.7 Earth's worth of resources to fuel our global lifestyle. But the last time I checked, we only have one. The biggest culprits? That would be fossil fuels powering our homes, cars, and industries, mass production and consumerism of stuff we don't really need, like Labubu's, food systems that burn through our land, water, and emissions, and a throwaway culture that treats nature like it's limitless. And climate change? It's pouring gas on the fire. Droughts destroy crops, wildfires wipe out forests, rising seas swallow coastlines, and all this shrinks the planet's income, what it can renew every year. The more we degrade Earth's natural systems, the less they can provide, which means every year the budget gets smaller, but our spending doesn't slow down. So yeah, it's not just an environmental issue, it's an economic time bomb. And if you're wondering how this hits you personally, keep listening. Let's connect the dots between Earth Overshoot Day and, well, your wallet. Because ecological overshoot shows up in very real ways. Food prices going up? Blame extreme weather and degraded soil. Lower yields means higher costs. Insurance getting more expensive or disappearing altogether? That's overshoot. More floods, wildfires, and hurricanes equals bigger payouts, which equals higher premiums. In some places, insurers are pulling out completely. Supply chain delays and shortages? Natural resource depletion slows production of everything, from phones to housing materials to batteries. And then there's climate mitigation, global conflicts over water, and infrastructure strain, all of which carry huge economic costs for governments, and eventually taxpayers. Overshoot isn't just an environmental term or a date on a calendar. It's a signal that we're over-leveraged, economically, socially, and ecologically. And just like in personal finance, if you keep overspending without adjusting, things crash, markets destabilize, prices spike, and jobs vanish. But here's the hopeful part. We can change the outcome. Overshoot isn't inevitable. It's a result of choices. And that's where your financial and consumer decisions, yep, yours, come in. Want to help push Earth Overshoot Day back and build financial resilience? Here are 6 high-impact strategies. 1. Buy less, waste less. We hear the 3 R's, and the best one is surely to reduce. Seriously, most of what we buy ends up in the trash. So be intentional. Borrow, rent, reuse, compost. Your wallet will thank you. 2. Go green with your investments. Look at ESG funds, impact portfolios, or green bonds for those of you with a lower risk appetite and longer time horizon. Make sure they have strong credit ratings. Avoid fossil fuel heavy holdings and instead back companies solving real world problems. You don't have to be rich to make this shift. Many banks let you start with at least $10. Rethink your energy use. Solar, smart thermostats, energy efficient appliances, they all reduce your carbon and your monthly bills. So don't let money stop you. A lot of the time you can find cost-efficient solar sources that rival their non-renewable counterparts. Number 4. Ditch the fast fashion. Clothes are cheap, but the true cost is massive. Emissions, water waste, and exploited labor. Buy fewer, better items and wear them longer. What brands engage in fast fashion, you ask? Zara, Uniqlo, Gap, Old Navy, Shein, and H&M, to name just a few. Number 5. Eat more plants. You don't have to go full vegan, but cutting back on meat and dairy can slash your carbon footprint and lower your grocery bills. Check out the last episode to learn more. And number 6. Know your footprint. Go to footprintcalculator.org to find out your personal overshoot day. It's really eye-opening and it gives you a roadmap to improve. I personally have room to improve as well. So, the takeaway? Sustainable living is smart financial strategy. Lower consumption means lower costs. Green investments have growing returns, and resilience is the new ROI. So here we are. Earth Overshoot Day has come and gone. We are living in borrowed time and borrowed resources. But that's not the end of the story. Every time you reuse, repair, rethink, or invest with intention, you're helping shift that date back. You're showing that a healthy planet and a healthy economy aren't opposites, but rather partners. Remember, sustainability isn't about perfection. It's about direction. We don't need a handful of people living zero waste, off-grid lives. We need millions making better choices bit by bit and dollar by dollar. And that's what Sustainable Sense is all about, giving you the tools to align your money with your values and thrive while doing it. So let's wrap it up. Earth Overshoot Day was July 24th, but what we do next is up to us. You've got the tools, you've got the power, now make it all count. Oh, and back to the trivia question. If you guessed A, Bhutan, you got it. Bhutan's the only country that currently lives within its ecological limits. It even absorbs more carbon than it emits. Proof that sustainable systems are possible and powerful. Thanks for spending this time with us at Sustainable Sense. If this episode gave you something to think about, share it with a friend and maybe reconsider buying and throwing away that Labubu. You can find us on LinkedIn and Instagram at sustainablecentspodcast. If you have any questions or episode suggestions, you can email us at sustainablecentspodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's sustainablecentspodcast@gmail.com. Until next time, this is your host, signing off. And as always, invest your sense in climate defense.